Hi and welcome to Fantasia North. Today with Kim, our own 40k guru. Should we say that?
I suppose.
Probably.
If you say so, then I am the guru.
Last week we had a release of the new SPACEWOLF Codex and the new deathwatch Codex as well.
Mm-hmm.
And we have there's been a lot of different reviews out there. A lot of 2 hours going through.
Way too many. I've seen a few of them.
Yes, and we thought we were going to wait a bit and do a review of the Codex 1 week later, and when we have time to try it out a bit and have a better look at how it plays and what you can expect from the book.
Yeah, both from a competitive standpoint and from a more casual.
Yeah, exactly. You're looking at the tournament side, but also looking at the casual play at home, which is not tournament. It's something different.
Yeah, exactly.
We should say also that we will have a Deathwatch video available as well, so you can find a link here below if you want to check out that as well. So, where do we start? First of all, it's a supplement codex.
Yes, it's a supplement codex for the Codex Space Marines, so you need this big tome before you buy the SPACEWOLF book.
So it's a bit thinner than the SPACEWOLF Codex, the Space Marine Codex, a bit less. It's cheaper as well.
Yeah, it's cheaper, less rules, pretty straightforward.
But you need them both to be able to play SPACEWOLF. And if we have a look in the book, what could we expect from this SPACEWOLF Codex?
First of all, as usual, the artwork. It's great.
They have stepped up the game. There's a lot of cool...
They keep stepping up the game,
Yeah,
basically. It looks just great.
Yeah, and I guess all of you who enjoy SPACEWOLF or play SPACEWOLF already have the book, so you have been able to look at all the cool artwork and maybe read the background or the lore as well. For the rules, or the way the SPACEWOLF play, what could you say there?
It's exactly what it says on the tin. It's SPACEWOLFs. It's just like they've always been played. They are a melee army. They want to get in your face, punch you really, really hard, and then start doing some small tricks.
And it's might even be a bit more of that punch in your face way you play. I think we will see less of the shooty units like the Long Fangs and more of the fast close combat
still
units.
think Long Fangs have a spot in the army.
Yeah.
But the punchy stuff is just really, really good. Sure, as you probably heard from all the 2-hour compilations of strategies, is that the Wolfen kind of suck.
Yeah, unfortunately they do. Yeah,
they do suck. But you have the Thunderbolt Cavalry, which is just great.
Yeah, I think they have replaced the unit to go to.
Yeah.
In the SPACEWOLF. If you want to have them SPACEWOLFish, then it's the Thunderbolt Cavalry, not the Wolfen.
Yeah, and that's why I also say that they're still pretty much the same. You used to go to the Wolfen, now you just go to the Thunderbolt Cavalry, so you get bigger, cooler models. Yeah, and you do pretty much the same.
We talk about SPACEWOLF as a close combat army, really focused close combat army. There isn't the only Space Marine army that's focusing on close combat. No. Why should you play SPACEWOLF instead of, let's say, Blood Angel, for example, which might be the obvious close combat choice compared with SPACEWOLF?
Well, the one thing I think works different with the SPACEWOLF compared to Blood Angels and White Scars are the fact that they have very much more movement options. They don't have those long charges. They don't have 3d6 charges. But when you get to charge, you have longer consolidation moves. You can, when you defeat an enemy, which you will do with Thunderbolt Cavalry,
you will.
Then you will just rocket away and take objectives, dive into a new unit. You have a lot more options.
They had some auras which increased your consolidation range.
Yeah, they have auras. They have some other special abilities that also do that. And especially if you are a beast or a cavalry unit, then you get extra. So they can just jump around units and really mess you up.
So the good thing with this SPACEWOLF book, I would say that it's SPACEWOLF. I mean,
it's pure SPACEWOLF.
You get, if you like SPACEWOLF, you get SPACEWOLF.
Yeah.
No surprises there. I think one thing that I might not like about this book, or I think is a maybe the funnest part of the book is that they have focused a lot of the Space Wolf part on the old Marines. You still have the Blood Claws, you have the Grey Hunters, the Wolf Guards, and even if they might be a good choice, I guess they will see some play, but it's still old Marines.
Yeah, it's still old Marines, and they really missed an opportunity because they updated the worst unit in the Space Marine Codex, the Reavers, and made them even worse.
Yeah, we'll get back to the Hounds of Mordecai later.
Yeah. The Hounds of Mordecai, but why didn't we get real Space Wolf assault intercessors?
Yeah, they could have done something about that, make them more like the Blood Claws, but assault intercessors instead.
Yeah, make them special. Just don't make them standard Marines.
No.
With Space Wolf stratagems, make them even more spicy.
So if you have an old Space Wolf army, it's really easy to just pick it up and use it.
Just spray them baby blue, and you have a Space Wolf army.
You're on.
Yeah.
So talk about you mentioned new units. We have one semi-new unit in Ragnar Blackbane, which is a
semi-new and
super duper cool model.
Super duper cool model, and he punches like a truck.
Yeah, he does 10 attacks. It's crazy.
He's just crazy.
But then we have the Hounds of Mordecai, which is, I think it's a new way of looking at units from Games Workshop. I guess they will continue doing this, that they take an old unit, add the upgrade unit, upgrade sprue to it, and just make new rules for it.
And it's the way to go. It's cheap to produce. You can make cool special rules.
Yeah, and easy for people to change their models, even if they don't have to buy new stuff. They can just take the Reavers and make them Hounds of Mordecai.
Yeah.
But
then we have the rules for them. Oh my god, how they failed. So we take a really bad unit, the Reaver.
Yep.
Then we make it more expensive.
Yep.
And then we give it a lot of special rules that we didn't ask for.
Nope.
We make it anti-psyker for some reason.
Which
and
they don't really need.
We don't need it.
Nope.
Because
I mean, they have Njal Stormcaller. If you want to close the opponent's psychic phase, you pretty much do a good job with him.
The psychic powers are really great.
Yeah.
They have really good psychic powers. So why would you not just take librarians?
It feels like they made really looked at the Thousand Sun versus Space Wolf scenario, and you should have a unit that's super good versus the psychic Thousand Suns.
Then give them something else.
Yeah.
like some fetishes or
hit them harder in the head or something.
Yeah,
like
yes, something like that.
So
that was not the way to go.
To sum up, the Hounds of Mordecai.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Worst thing in the book.
Yeah, probably worst thing in Space Marine all over the place.
Probably. It's
maybe safe.
But on the other hand, we have a lot of really, really nice things. People who play Space Wolves already know about them. Like, excuses-moi for not remembering. Aryak Rockfist, still really cool.
And back to it, punched like a
truck.
Yep.
And it's just one model, so you can deep strike him far in a corner somewhere and just, now you need to kill me, and I'm really hard to kill.
I think when the tournament scene is getting the hands on the Space Wolf book, it might be put in a lower tier.
Probably. The thing is, they are really one-dimensional. They want to get into close combat, they want to punch you in the face, and they sort of kind of have the tools to do it.
Yeah, but then if the opponent figure out how to counter that, or have an army that, I mean, doesn't allow you to do your thing.
That thing, yeah, sure, then you will just lose. You will not win that battle, which is a shame.
But if you enjoy building your own cool sort of special Space Marine army that really stands out, have an awesome lore, and have models that tells you that it's Space Wolf, then I mean it's a great
nothing
army.
Is more it than Space Wolves.
Oh, when we're talking about Space Marines.
When we're talking about Space Marines.
I like Dark Angels a lot, but
and I play Admech.
A Dark Angel Space Marine is a Space Marine.
It's a Space Marine.
But a Bloodclaw, a Grey Hunter, a Wolf Guard.
They are them.
Yeah,
they are nothing else.
More like a own Space Marine army than it's more like an army on its own than it's a Space Marine army.
Exactly. But
playing Space Wolf, do you have any armies that you really want to meet, or do you have any armies that you absolutely don't want to meet?
When it comes to armies I don't want to meet, then it's mostly like Adeptus Mechanicus.
Is it because of the hounds?
It's because of the
really
hounds.
close to you and don't allow you to really
Exactly,
get in
because
the face.
they have jump back troops, they have fly, but they don't have good jump back troops. They will not be able to get past that screen. So you will get stuck in your deployment zone, and then they will just blast you off the table.
So you need to get in the face with this Thunderbolt Cavalry, and you have like the Pharisee Wolf to screen off yourself, but you can't really remove screens in a good way.
In not in the way you need to remove them or avoid screens. You can't really avoid screens.
What do they want to kill?
They want to kill other Space Marines. I would say any shoot the Space Marine army will have a hard time killing these, because you have a lot of bubbles that give you -1 to hit. You are tough, you are fast, you get up on the table faster than most others. Sure, White Scars are quicker, but they don't punch as hard as you do.
Then you have back to the Thunderbolt Cavalry. I mean, they are powerhouses with toughness 5, 4 wounds.
Core. And they have
they core, exactly.
They're core.
Yeah, I thought of troops, but
and so they get all the buffs. They have a lot of characters that buff them, stratagems that buff them. And they are still Space Marines, so you can still put like 6 Eradicators in 2 squads in support, and then just put them in on the side, start blasting away tanks.
And you get the bonus from the Assault Doctrine and stuff like that as well.
Yeah, because you're Space Wolves. I
I mean, as it is now, wanting to meet Space Marines might be a good thing, because there's a lot of Space Marines out there.
There's a lot of Space Marines out there. Other things you don't want to face is, I suppose, Harlequins.
Do anyone play Harlequins?
No, nobody wants to face Harlequins. But you don't want to face Harlequins, because they will just blast you and charge you and kill you.
Yeah.
Because they're just better than you.
Too fast.
Too fast, too furious.
Yeah. So, but regarding this, what you want to meet and what you don't want to meet, there is always a lot of talk about tournaments and how which tier the army will play in, and all the stuff, what units to use and what units that are crap. But I think a really important thing when we play 40k is that a lot of you, me as well, doesn't mainly play, Kim as well, doesn't mainly play tournaments, which makes it not necessarily all that important to talk about tournaments all the time.
Yep.
Because in your local meta, if you, let's say you have a lot of, I don't know, orc players or whatever it could be, I mean, armies that usually aren't that good could be really, really awesome. So I would like to focus a bit on that, and also focus on the way you can make your Space Wolf army look really, really cool, and also play in a fun way.
Yeah.
So actually, I've built my own Space Wolf army, not with models, but just I've put it down on pen and paper.
So have I.
And I okay, sure, you could go first. I think you have build a better army.
I have built a silly army, and I have a cheat sheet.
Oh, that's good.
Yes. So I start with Canis on a Thunderwolf and a Wolf Lord, just to support my Thunderbolt Cavalry. I have 2 squads of, I think I have 5 with 4 Lightning Claws and 1 Thunderhammer. And then I have 20 Fenrisian Wolves. And what did I also bring? 6 Eradicators, a Gladiator Reaper with Smoke and Stubbers, and then 1 unit of Blood Claws. That is the Space Marine part of it. And that's just tar pit the table, and you don't want to get out on the table. But since I love Adeptus Mechanicus, I also have Adeptus Mechanicus. It's a Lucius detachment with a Tech Priest, 3 units of 5 Vanguards, just to get those objectives that you will run past, because you're going to smack people in the face with the Space Wolf part. And then 2 units of 4 Servitors, because someone needs to protect your backline. And then 3 times 5 Raiders.
Oh, Raiders. Haven't seen them before?
Ah, never.
When we talk about tournament units, they might be one of the best out there.
I think this is actually not a bad list, because you will tar pit the table, you will protect yourself from deep strike. The opponent will have a lot, like 2 or 3 turns just chewing through useless units. Like the Raiders are not useless, but they take a long time to kill.
Yeah.
The Wolves take a long time to kill. And then they get to the Thunderbolt Cavalry, and then it starts getting rough. And I'm still shooting them with a Gladiator in the face every turn.
And still you have that Space Wolf feeling of the army, as you have more Space Wolves than you have other stuff in the army.
2/3 are Space Wolf.
Yep. But then we're talking about building an army. I usually tend to go with a model that are really fancy. And this time around, it's actually 2 models. It's the Ragnar Blackmane, which I think it might be one of the best updated models ever to be made. And
it's a great update.
And it's even with Nagash.
The Nagash model is more improved. So to speak.
It might be, but I really like the Ragnar model as it, and it's available as a separate model now as well. And the Thunderbolt Cavalry, sweet spot for Thunderbolt Cavalry. I think that's a unit that really spells SPACEWOLF.
They are SPACEWOLF.
Yeah,
all the way.
So I've been doing an army a lot around the Thunderbolt Cavalry. So I have 2 Thunderbolt Cavalry Lords. I have 3 units of 6 Thunderbolt Cavalries.
Crazy.
Yeah, it is. I have a Ragnar Blackmane with 5 Assault Intercessors in Impulsor. I have 10 Assault Intercessors and 5 Assault Intercessors.
Oh, a lot of get into your face and punch it.
A lot of not winning that many games, but it's SPACEWOLF. It's a lot.
It's very much SPACEWOLF.
Yeah. So, but for everybody who likes to play, I would say focus on the models you like. Try to build around that. There will be more results from tournaments available further on, but as is now with the situation we have, I think building your own meta at home might be the way to go instead of trying to copy others' way of playing the game. So hopefully you'll have fun with this SPACEWOLF army and fun playing 40k. I think that's it for this book. Have we missed anything?
One thing.
We did miss one thing.
Yes, we did miss one thing. We haven't tried the dices.
We haven't tried the new dices.
That's my name.
Do I win with double 1?
I
go for Yatsu.
Pair of 6s.
No, I didn't.
A
full house. Not many points. So, the new SPACEWOLF dices. Actually, you can see what you roll on them. So
they feel great in your hand. Good weight.
So this time around you can buy them, use them, and then sell them expensive on the internet.
Exactly.
Awesome. Well, I guess this is for today. Thank you, Kim, and we will be back later with the Deathwatch review. Stay tuned. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Should we talk about good stuff?
Good stuff?
Good stuff.